All right, outside of our own practices, there's also sanitation of the equipment in the facility, right? If I have a dirty kitchen, I cannot make safe food. It's just how it works. So I need to make sure that I choose my chemicals wisely. I'm using them according to the instructions, right? The right concentration, the right time, the right temperature. I'm using the right tools. If I've got color coded tools for allergens, I'm using the right tools for that cleaning. Following those protocols, whether it's a clean in place or clean out of place, wet cleaning or dry cleaning, right? Dry cleaning looks like sweeping, running product machinery so it vibrates and things get kicked off of it, using alcohol swipes. Wet cleaning, you're using water, you're using chemicals. It's wet. That one's pretty obvious, I feel like. So we're cleaning, we're sanitizing, we're removing soils, and you absolutely have to wash dirt and gunk and debris off before you can sanitize, right? I cannot sanitize a dirty surface. So we need to make sure that we clean, we rinse, and we sanitize, and we do it all according to our sanitation operating procedures, which should be based on what those chemicals require, which should be on the instructions for those chemicals. Now, if I stop using a particular cleanser or chemical, then I need to make sure that I remove it from my facility so I'm not keeping extra potential hazards around. I want to limit access to chemicals because I want people who know how to use them to access them. They need to be clearly labeled so we don't end up accidentally putting sanitizer in a product when we were supposed to, I don't know, put water or lemon juice or whatever the case may be. That does happen. There was a bar where they kept a pink cleanser in used alcohol bottles, and one night they had a pink promotional shot. Guess what? Somebody drank pink cleanser. Yeah. It happens in manufacturing too. Labels are so important. Uh, the other reason that we clean is for allergen management too, right? Not just pathogens. We want to clean and remove allergen residue, especially if we're using shared equipment. So we've got equipment that we're making multiple products on, and maybe they have different allergen profiles. We want to make sure that we are not causing cross contact by having that allergen residue on a dirty surface. So you should be following a sanitation schedule, right? You'll have a master sanitation schedule where you determine when you're going to clean, how you're going to clean, what kind of clean you're going to do. There are a few protocols, basic protocols that we need to follow when it comes to our sanitation procedures. So some sanitation don'ts. Don't use high pressure hoses to clean drains, right? Because you're just going to spray all the dirtiest stuff from your facility back into your manufacturing plant. Drains are gross. Don't use high pressure hoses to clean them. Don't use compressed air to clean equipment. You're just going to blow whatever was on the equipment around the room. Now you're just spreading contamination rather than cleaning it. Don't clean and sanitize if there's exposed food. You don't want to end up with chemicals in your product. Don't do a wet midday cleaning, okay? This helps, again, protect us from accidentally contaminating product, right? Say your equipment malfunctions or somebody makes a mistake and you end up with caustic in your product. That happened to Budweiser. There was a man who's drinking their beers. It was his third beer of the night. He took one sip of that beer. It had caustic in it, and it burned up his insides, okay? In addition to that, don't let water spray on surfaces you've already cleaned and sanitized, right? Those instructions, usually they say air dry, or maybe they're rinsed, depending on how that goes. Whatever sanitizer you're using, if I spray water on it, now I have contaminated again, and I need to clean it again. And we will close with one more thing. If you are using the same cleansers and sanitizers repeatedly, there are pathogens can evolve to be resistant to these particular types of cleansers or sanitizers. For example, they did a study where they tested hand sanitizer stations in children's daycares, and they found that the microbes that were on the hand sanitizer stations had become resistant to hand sanitizer. All right, so they can evolve, they can change to the point where your sanitizer doesn't work anymore. So some companies will go to the point of changing up their schedule maybe once a quarter, changing up what chemicals they're using to avoid that from happening.